Beat it, AT.
What is up, everyone? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beat It AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video and tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be making a trap beat, but there's going to be a new spin on it. We're not going to, actually no, we're not going to do trap beat. We're going to kind of do like a beat I would make, I guess you would say. And what I mean by that is I'm just going to create a beat. No premise. More likely it's going to be a very trap-esque beat, which is why I kind of started out saying this is going to be a trap beat. But I'm probably going to title this video how to make a how I make my beats, I guess. I don't know how far I'm going to actually go, so I don't know if we're going to actually make a full beat or if we're just going to do the usual intro, chorus, verse, chorus that I usually do for the tutorials. But and I don't even know if I'm going to get into the mixing and mastering. It just depends how fast, how long everything takes. But I'm going to be talking about everything I'm doing, why I'm doing it, purpose of it, XYZ, etc., etc. Now, normally, if I were going to do this video, I would use the Beat It AT drum kits because those are our sounds, the sounds that I use, and the sounds that my team uses and everyone else. I don't even want to say my team, just the team of Beat It AT Productions and Publishing uses, which we got a couple people. But I'm going to actually be using this other drum kit called the, I always forget, Dope Beats, which is, they have this rap pack, which is a dope, Trap Central is a website. The link to get this drum kit will be in the description below. It's probably one of the best drum kits I've gotten that is for starting producers. Now, if you go to beatat.com, we got drum kits and such there, free ones and paid ones. But our drum kits kind of have a more niched or narrowed down sound, as I would like to think or say. But this Dope Beats Volume 1 drum kit and sound pack actually has a lot of different sounds. It's like 400 megabytes uncompressed of sound, which is a lot, honestly. So we're going to be using their drum kit. Link to that is in the description as well. And a matter of fact, I will put a coupon code right here, and you guys can enter in the coupon, and when you guys go check out, you can get a percentage off. I believe it's like 20% off. So yeah, it's a really dope drum kit though. I really do like it, and you guys will see it. It has a lot of similar sounds that you would hear, but everything has their own little twist to it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started now. I'm gonna go to a 150 BPM. Reason why I'm going to 150 BPM is I don't know what beat I want to do. Reason why for 150 BPM though is a lot of the music lately is in the upper BPM range of 150, 160. So if I wanted to get a song on the radio, I'd probably want to be in that similar BPM range, since the DJ would want to spin it, you know. But all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up Nexus. And actually now I want to pull up Omnisphere. Now, fair warning, I'm trying to install Omnisphere 2 right now. Something's really goofed up where it's not inputting Omnisphere 2 as a separate instance, and instead my Omnisphere 1 started loading the Omnisphere 2 patches. So there's a high chance that we might get some errors while running into this. I really hope we don't get any errors, but we'll just see. Yeah, so like a lot of these errors been coming up. It's just because all my Omnispheres are all goofed up. I'm gonna have to probably fix all that. All right. So right now I'm just gonna be entering in. I don't know if I really want this sound. I'm probably gonna do a gross beat if I keep this sound and do a whole bunch of different effects to change it up. But I'm gonna work on a very basic melody. Sometimes I do chords, and then sometimes I do like the main progression melody. And so we're gonna work on this main progression melody, and we're gonna see where it goes. So I'm just gonna pull this down. We're gonna do the EQ. Just gonna pull some of these factors down. I never really want low end on this. I'm gonna Alright, so we got the EQ done. I'm gonna put in a gross beat now. We're gonna get presets momentary half speed. This is just some things I like to do. I like to kind of get the main sound done. So I'm doing a whole bunch of these effects and such because I'm wanting to figure out where am I going to go from this. And so if I have the main, I like to hear the sound as opposed to a melody. It's just how I work, and this is why I'm doing a tutorial on how I make beats. This is kind of how I do it. Doesn't mean you got to follow the same way, but hopefully this benefits you guys and gives you another creative way on doing beats. I'm gonna go to 1/8. We're gonna do a reverse. Maybe another gross beat. Alright, so I'm gonna start inputting some drums. I don't know if we're gonna probably change that melody around a little bit. So yeah, a lot of very similar sounds, but they have their own little unique twist to them. I like this clap a lot. I remember using this before. Like in an earlier beat, I was using this drum kit. That's pretty nice. I have to take these loop points off. That's one thing I've noticed with their drum kit, is they have a lot of these loop points on the way that they exported their drums, but it doesn't really matter for me. I like the power hat. So as you can see, like they have a lot of different sounds and a lot of different drums, clips, 808s. I don't know if I'll use their 808 because I just have my own 808 that I just love to death, and so using any other 808 is like just not my thing, but we'll see. Ooh, that was loud. How loud is my speakers? Ooh, need to tune that down. I'm gonna go deaf. Oh, you see, you gotta have that loop point off. Alright, I'm gonna change this around. We're gonna see what else. Yeah, God bless. This is unbelievable. Like, this had potential, but I don't. Nah. Just changing around these. God, this is annoying. I really need to fix my Omnisphere. It's never was doing this before. I like this, a little bit more ambient, so I can like actually insert some. So ooh, I like that. So you can kind of see where I'm going. I pretty much imported this piano. I created this melody, just based around the notes, similar notes that I've done with the other melody. And since this is kind of like an abstract, the Omnisphere now is like a abstract background sound. It's gonna actually, I like doing the background sounds because it actually almost sounds like a more professional beat in a way. I'm just gonna delete that. And so on Omnisphere, we got all this junk on there, but on this piano, I just got this gross beat, Then I tossed on another parametric EQ. Gross beat, put it to half speed. I could do that. And so now it sounds a little bit different. And what that gross beat half speed does is pretty much just makes everything like 1/2 slower or something like that. It has like a kind of its own little twist to it. But now we're gonna get these the hi-hats are right here. So now I'm going to be going through some of these Nexus drum kits because they got some cool stuff. Where is that? All right. Well, this is kind of cool. I like this. Alright, so what I did right here on the EQ, before I go too far. So if we go back over to this Nexus, went to the expansion vintage drum kits and did this ambience art kit. Went in, tried some different notes. Each note has its own little drum sound. And then I tracked it over, click track, and it puts you in this mixer channel. And inside this mixer channel, I have this EQ right here. Now I'm being pretty sensitive with this EQ because this is kind of like a drum kit, so the drums are all over. You see? And then now I added a reverb. These are all Fruity plugins, mind you. I'm gonna pull down that bass. I don't want that bass. I might pull up that decay a little bit. Pull up that wet and this stereo separation. Snap. Alright, so now that sounds pretty good in my opinion so far. This is sounding pretty, I like this beat. Now, what I'm doing right now, I selected all these tracks. Easy way of doing that is just dragging it down. And you can just do channel routing, route selected channels, starting from this track. That means starting from this track or insert, it's going to route all the channels. Boom. Now we got everything in there. Wonderful. Also, we are probably around halfway through this. 17 minutes in. If you guys haven't subscribed, like, comment, share, etc., do that. We're going to continue making this beat though. Alright, so I got an idea. We're going to take this off. I don't want that. Track this. Gross beat. I've been doing this setting a lot for my cymbals. Now I'm going to probably want this pulled down. Ooh, I like that. Alright, Alright, so I'm gonna look through their 808s. I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying they got bad 808s. I'm just saying that I have my own personal 808 that I love to death. And it's like, I love it. I love it, I love it, love it. So we're gonna see what we got in here. Alright, what note are we starting on? I want to usually get, alright, cool. Take off that loop point, pull down that time. I pull down this time stretch because if I don't pull down that time stretch, it won't change the note. So you see how it changes, but if we went like I'm clicking different keys, but it's not changing the note. So then we're gonna do cut by self. I already know that. I'm gonna do a track. So hopefully this, and I'm gonna do a normalize. I want to make it a little bit louder. So since this is already on C, I can just go down. I'm just gonna do, I'm in the upper frequency range. Not frequency range, but upper octave range. But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. All right, now we're gonna knock it down 2. So all I did was I just knocked everything down, Control A, Control down, and so just knocked everything down the octave, and then I moved some other stuff down. So now if we look over here, I just don't like how it kind of like fades off a little too soon, really. I like that a little bit more. So we're gonna do normalize, pull down that time. Much better. So now what I did was add a fast distortion on it. So now the 808 is distorted. What else can I add? I think we're pretty good. We're getting pretty close. All right, I'm gonna add one more state of Omnisphere for the chorus, and then I think we're done. I don't even think we're gonna see if this sound works. There's a chance that I won't like it. This is like one of my favorite leads. Giving you guys like my shortcuts. I already know. I'm gonna worry about it later. So. It sounds kind of weird and you're probably wondering why did he just have that, but you're gonna see. I'm doing a little dip right here and I want to get that upper harmonic a little boosted, cutting out that low end because I don't want it to in any way, shape or form collide with the 808. So gross beat now. I love gross beat. I've been addicted to it. It's like kind of like my thing lately. Half speed. So hopefully you guys kind of saw what I did. I was just doing some delay things, adding a ping pong delay, moving the time up, and then I pulled down that mix level so it's not as apparent. And I pulled up this reverb, etc., etc. I'm gonna rename this GTR as guitar. So now we kind of got our beat done. Kind of. This would pretty much be the chorus. We still need to do the mix for the drums, so I'm gonna focus on that right now. I'm gonna select everything. So I'm just dipping it a little bit right there. I'm gonna pull down that low end, of course. Alright, I'm gonna use a this plugin. It's a plugin from Waves. I'm gonna pull down that fader for this one. So I'm just doing this to all of the percussions. Alright, now the kick. I like to have my kicks really punchy, so we're gonna go in that. Saturation knob. Pretty much just doing the same thing, just a little bit differently for each one. Now this kick, I did not mean to put the R channel stereo in there. Well, we're gonna have to let it wait while it loads. I meant to put the Kramer tape because the Kramer tape has this one effect that I love. Might sound a little funky at first, but cool. Kick in your face. Alright, now I'm gonna do this snare, which is like kind of like the backup snare. I like how I like to call it. So you can kind of see the levels of all my drums. I'm gonna pull down all these instruments just a tad. I'm not gonna save it. I'm not gonna save it right now. So this is kind of what we got. Alright, we're gonna do some mastering, just some little EQ stuff and some basic. I'm not gonna explain the mastering process too much. I know it's really hard for me to go into in depth about everything. That's why I have a course called How to Make Beats Like the Pros. It's a Udemy course where you pay one time and you are enrolled in this course, and I break everything down video by video. So one video might be the channel rack, one video might be the mixing, one video might be the playlist, etc., etc. link to that is also in the description down below. How to make beats like the pros, I put it in the description of every video just in case for you guys to want to learn more. These YouTube videos are more kind of on the spot tutorials of me teaching you guys what's going on. So I'm gonna do a little limiting or compression on this master. Then I'm gonna pull up this Maximus. I like to do a so. So I'm pulling up these bands. I'm not really explaining so much about the mixing and mastering. I know. It's just, I could be here all day. We could be breaking down this and that, but we're gonna have more videos about specifically about the mixing and mastering. I think we already got some out there already, and as well as I said, it's all in that Udemy course. So yeah, I just wanna make that clear to y'all. I completely understand I'm not really explaining this mastering process. It's kind of a lot, but you guys can probably tinker with it and try it yourself. The best way to learn is applying knowledge and actually applying what you are trying to do, or just working in general. So gonna just pull this. So we got a decently sounding mixed track and mastered-ish to an extent. I don't hear a good thing about, one thing about mastering that I like to tell people. Actually, no, I'm gonna be straight up about this. Someone else told me about this. Someone told me about not mastering your own tracks, and I'm like, why would you not do that? And I'm like, oh wait, well, that actually makes sense, because you allow someone else to edit something that you don't hear, and mastering is a very technical process, honestly. And I know I'm not the best with, definitely not the best at mastering, but especially my own stuff. This stuff is hard. But alright, so what I'm doing now, I just put in our channel rack inside here, and then I went up to here to do a split by channel, so it split all the instruments that we had. Now what I'm doing right now is building the whole entire verse and chorus, or chorus right now. So this is the chorus, and so the chorus is about a 30-second long segment. I split it up in 2 parts because that's just how I like to do it. Now I'm going over here. Nah, I want this. So pretty much, I'm gonna break down what I just did now. Chorus 2. Sometimes it's really hard for me to make a beat while talking, so I have to like do what I'm doing and then break it down. So if we look right in here, we got the intro. That's the intro, just a little short segment, just like 12 seconds long. Then it goes into the chorus. Now I could double length this intro, but you know what, just for tutorial purpose sakes, I'm not really going to. Then it goes into this verse after the chorus, which the chorus is split into 2 parts. I like to split my chorus. Actually, shit, this is what I want to do. I want to get rid of some of these drums. I want to see which one's which. Alright, cool. This symbol should only be at certain segments. Shouldn't be. Much better. Get rid of these. So I mean, this is just one way of making my type of beat, or just making a beat in general, like how I would do it. This is just the way that I go about it. And I mean, it only took 36 minutes and I got it cooked out while explaining it to you, hopefully. I know this tutorial or video probably wasn't the best explanation as to why I was doing things, but I was just making the beat free-handed. And I was using the drum kit that was provided by Trap Central, which, as a reminder, if you want that drum kit that I used in this beat, that every single drum is from, except the Nexus ones that we got, you know, right in here. Like those are all Nexus right here. But everything else is inside that drum kit by Trap Central. And the link to that is in the description. And I will put another coupon code right in here. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and thought it was beneficial in some way or form, then be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Everything is beneficial. And if you guys don't like it, give me a critique. What could I do better? I know for a fact that I didn't explain a lot of things probably real good. This wasn't really the best intro, or I mean the best starter tutorial, but I mean, I don't really know how to describe making this type of beat. We didn't really have a ground basis. I was just going free-handed, I guess what you would call freehand beat making. But yeah, this is Andrew Pierre here at Beta AT Production Publishing, and I will see you guys later.